I call it a perfect law firm website. It's always have the conversion in mind. The design is important, but I would say the conversion is even more important. So conversion, as much as I'm concerned, it's always like simple, straightforward, talking about the client's problems. It's making about the client, nothing about us, not too much about us, always about their problem and the benefits that we provide them, along with as much proof as possible. Proof, reviews, testimonials, video testimonials, screenshots, all that stuff. And I don't know if you studied like Alex Mosey and all these people, when you go to their funnels and websites, you'll see it's all filled with proof. So the way that I see it, like a perfect website, one clear headline, which is basically about who it's for and what it does, sub headline, which supports it more, the benefits, and a clear call to action, very specific words, which for lawyers, it's like free, book a free call or give us a call or something like that. Like, what's the most important element on this entire page? By far, the button. By far, because the whole point of the whole website is to get them to do stuff, and what gets them to do stuff, the button. So if that's the case, a couple of things about the button. One is make it big. Second is the color. The color, ideally, you should not have that color on the website. So if the website is blue, don't ever have a blue button. And it's basically like a contrasting color. For me, I have a document full of colors. I could share this with you if you want. These are like typical things that I typically use. And I would suggest for you to have your own templates of colors. But from what I know from optimization CRO, green does best and orange does best. Green, orange, red does best. So try to stick to one of those colors. And also green is about money. So if there's things that have to do with money, which like for like a lot of law related stuff, money, it's the end result. So money makes the most sense. For business, that one's an obvious green one. That one is like 100% should be green. So stick to green essentially. And it's okay to use the same color. You know, since we like this color, I know this color converts and it stands out, by all means use it. So that's the button. And then the second is about anything above the fold, because it's the first impression, right? So it's obviously about the headline and sub headline and anything that you see right here. So something that I see is this logo is just way too big, because we don't want, especially because it's the same color. So ideally I would make this smaller, less prominent, to give more attention to the button. That's the first thing. Second thing is this Mollaei law. I don't know if it's a placeholder. This doesn't make sense. So I would just essentially just remove this, and I would just lead with the headline. So that's that. And then this, the hero picture, it's very important because we don't want it to take away attention again from the main thing, which is the button. So whenever you have a face, and I've studied this, there's like books and stuff that I have. Whenever you have a face, the people's eyes goes towards wherever the face is. So if there's a face that's looking at the person, it actually hurts conversions because people get distracted by that. They look. So that doesn't work. The face, I never want a face looking at. That's one. Two is if it's a face that's looking somewhere, we have to see where their eyes is going. So this is not bad. It's looking at a review. Ideally, if it was like looking to this side, then I'll be like, okay, fine, decent if we're going to use a face. So I would say it's like a face and the people is risky. Instead, based on what we talked about, I think the best thing is proof or something that's totally related to the end result. So this one, I would look at if it was me, I would look at the competitors, see what they're doing, especially the big ones, see what image that they have. So I don't know. I don't know, but whatever it is, I don't like this, because if it was over, like looking over here, sure, maybe. But yeah, whatever it is, let's try to think of something else about this. And then I don't like any two columns sections. See, there should be one column or three columns. Why three? Most people's minds is always, especially with it's like a list or multiple stuff, three is easy to consume, but definitely not two, because two is, somebody looks at it, it's like, I don't know what to look at. It's like, there's like decision fatigue. It's like, I don't know, should I be looking at this, and it also just looks awkward. So instead I would just turn this into a one column, and I would remove this. So, and the headline would just be it would be a section here that says, if you've been stuck starting your online business, ... And then right below it will be more content. And then next section will be, well, here's the things that we can do for you, which is, so this section, okay. So this looks like a problem statement. I don't know what to do. Which form do I fill out? Am I doing this correctly? This will be what I would probably put right here, like the problem section. So it will be a problem. And then it'll be a section about all the stuff that we do. This is basically like the result or the service section. So I would, this like, it's too much. There's like text here, then it's just into a picture, then more text. It's just too much. Let me take a look to see what I did. Yeah, this, I kept it simple. I know it looks simple, but it's okay. I would put this section right above the problem. Then it will be social proof. Then there'll be the steps. Then potentially either this section could be combined into one of the early sections or its own standalone. But I think it makes more sense for it to be, again, problem, then this information, and then the proof, and then the steps. So see if how you can combine that and simplify it, basically. That's that. And again, this anytime you have any of these elements, just have three. Four is too much. I don't know if I did that myself. It's probably a mistake. Yeah, stick to three. So bring down to three columns. This is too much, right? This doesn't make sense. This is like the blog articles, and then there's also another section about the guide. So that should be broken into two sections. Don't combine stuff. This is great. This is good, but since we have a lot of reviews, I would expect another section of just the screenshots of our reviews. You literally just go, you take a screenshot of, this is one screenshot that you can use as like the header. And then you also have ideally, and then also whenever you're choosing out these reviews, ideally, obviously you look at to see if this is like perfect, and then also take the ones that have a picture, right? It makes it more real versus this one. It's not really real looking, but this one has a picture and a name, full name. That's good. This one's about items. We don't want that. But this one, we don't want that. This is about items, so we don't want that. Most of these are about items. So we have to look through these. No, this one is, and this one has a picture, so this is great.